So we thought we'd also speak to our next door neighbours, of course, the charismatic enigma of Club 100's very own, John Vigor. Now obviously customer is king, arrive and drive is very much a matter of fact, especially with Club 100 that's now been around for 27 years, but two bits of big breaking news for John and Club 100, which has been documented over the last couple of days here at KartMania. You're now not just recognised, you are now affiliated with Motorsport UK, which brings into the new Arrive and Drive specific KX licence, which we'll get onto and what the benefits are in just a minute. But firstly, first season under ROTAX EVO power. How's it been for you guys behind the scenes with, you know, the changeover to what's a very, very good engine?
Oh, Alex, it's been nothing but amazing, really. I think it's been a resounding success. I think the move has... I can't think of a negative, to be honest with you. George has done a fantastic job. George Robinson Sport with the engines. He got them all set up and ready for us after some extensive testing throughout 2018, which obviously gave me the confidence to make the decision and make the jump across to the ROTAX powered unit. And then obviously underway we got the end of January this year. And we have put 225 hours there or thereabouts on these engines throughout the season, finished just last weekend, and they've been fantastic. We've probably had our busiest year. The drivers have loved it, the drivers have enjoyed it, the quality has been as much there as you're going to get. Certainly no less equal than the previous power unit we used in the TKM, which, let me say, 25 years in the TKM, I'm not knocking it, it's been fantastic. But something had to change, and I think the clutch and the push-button start, or the electrics, has certainly put a fresh impetus, shall we say, into the club.
Now also with that comes another new announcement. Club 100 is now in association with ROTAX, and obviously Stefan Gruber from BRP ROTAX himself was here yesterday. How did the association come about? I mean, obviously ROTAX keep an eye on what their engines are doing, and obviously with over 220 hours of runtime per engine throughout the season, and you guys run an extensive fleet, let's not forget. How did the association come about, John?
How did the association come about? Stefan, he got in touch, actually. BRP ROTAX got in touch with us, or with myself, oh dearie me, around about April last year, something like that, and invited me over to have a look around the factory. What an amazing place that is. And we just sat down and got chatting. Basically, the bottom line is Stefan is absolutely in love with the Club 100 concept. He thinks it's fantastic. He thinks it's something that should be global. You know, in his eyes, don't start getting any ideas here, Alex. But you know, he's certainly just he's completely in love with the whole concept of Club 100, the arrive and drive championship racing for the enthusiast. He can see it being something only growing in the future. So we've basically built a relationship, and he's been happy to help, come on board, and he wants to just be part of the Club 100 philosophy, shall we say.
Now, coming on to obviously the affiliation now with Motorsport UK for the 2020 season. Obviously, John was here yesterday with Hugh Chambers, CEO of Motorsport UK, and obviously Andrew Mather from Double Dash Motorsport Media. Very exciting times. Now, we'll just go through. There's a lot of benefits with the KX license, which he's done a lot of talking about this, so I'm going to do a bit for him. It's absolutely free. It is a requirement for the 2020 season in Club 100. It's KX, it's a drive and drive specific. Club 100 are the only club that can use this license so far. And the first thing is, every single driver qualifies for personal accident insurance, which now goes from 5 million under what you were doing with Club 100 to 100 million. That is a hell of a difference, and obviously from your perspective, John, that lightens the load a little bit in terms of in terms of accidents on track. You know, people do have injuries, possible shoulder dislocations, broken wrists, injuries. I think that must be a big sigh of relief for you personally as the organiser and the man behind it.
Yeah, look, Alex, I mean, for me, yes. I mean, it's the word relief is there. Let's get this right, sorry, with the public liability insurance has gone up from 5 million to 100 million. That's public liability in any given claim. But obviously, the drivers with the new licence, which is free of charge, in Club 100 next year for next season, they qualify for personal accident insurance as well with the licence, which I think is great. So that's more protection as well, not just for us, Club 100, as the operators, but certainly for the drivers. You know, if they were to have an accident, there's a possibility they could get a little bit of compensation out of that. You know, if they were to be off work, a lot of drivers now are contractors. You know, they work for themselves, they work from home or whatever. They don't necessarily get the sickness benefits or sick pays or don't have private health care. So, you know, this is something they can enjoy their sport with the security and knowledge that they do have some insurance.
Now, obviously, some of the other benefits that you can get from the KX licence, you will get a form, stamped addressed envelope, I understand, from Club 100 when you register for the 2020 season. So head to club100.co.uk. You can also call the number on their website. Head to it. They're also on social media. They've been sharing our stuff as we've been sharing theirs for the past week leading up into KartMania. But the other things that you can get, 10% off all Avis car rentals, discounts on DFDS ferry crossings, discounts on race meeting tickets, Halfords 10% discount. I mean, just the list, what was it? Coming soon, £6 per litre discount on fuel.
6p a litre.
£6. What am I doing? It's been a long 2 days. But it's 6 pence per litre on diesel from BP, Shell and Esso. And obviously with a lot of people, you know, some of them won't come in, you know, they won't stay in hotels or anything. Some will come in there, you know, like the caravans or the mobile homes, won't they? So that'll save them an absolute packet. And I just think really from the you know, live streaming, live timing through Alpha Live and Alpha Timing as well, who've been big supporters. Yep. And obviously with the likes of Andrew and Howard doing a fantastic job with the live stream. Of course, if you didn't already know, these guys also work with the BUKC, the British Universities Karting Championship. So this man, if I thought I was busy, this bloke is another level altogether. But also with the KX licence, you don't need a medical. It's specific to Club 100. But the biggest talking point from my perspective, now obviously 11 different championships, 5 different formats, which includes SP60, Endurance, Sprint, and new for 2020, the Young Drivers Championship. Now, I've heard you've been talking to a lot of people, and I know that there have been young uns coming into the classes who have been in that age bracket, but they've had to run with ballast. This now opens another window of opportunity, I think, for bringing families, so fathers and sons, fathers and daughters, in that age bracket where they have to be on the year of their 15th birthday to enter, I understand. Must be an exciting time. I mean, how's the interest been for that so far?
Well, we actually did launch it a few weeks back. Just put an announcement out there, a little teaser, should we say, Alex? And I have to say, just purely from that little teaser, the amount of inquiries that we've had through Club 100 HQ, you know, in the office, with, you know, the inquiries via the website that we get, which I have to sit down and answer every single one personally, which I pride myself on. It's not an automated answer. You'll always get reply from me, a personal reply from me. But yeah, we've had hell of a lot of inquiries from that, just purely from that front. But then again, at the show here, we've had a lot of, you know, dads and lads and dads and daughters turning up and having a chat, taking the information away. A few signing up here this weekend. Already we opened up the registrations last Tuesday. We've gone live with our 2020 registrations, which includes the YDC.
Smart arse. Sorry, I just had to say that. But
it's the YDC, and yeah, and already I think we're up to about 15 registrations already. That's just after a couple of days. So the championship doesn't start until the end of April. There's plenty more time to promote it. But I think it's going to be a success, definitely.
It's the Young Drivers Championship starting for 2020. Sprint format, 7 rounds, 2 different weight classes. John, big thank you for being a big part of our ROTAX racing family, because the ROTAX Roar even powers Club 100. So don't forget, head to club100.co.uk for every bit of information. John, A pleasure as always to see you, my friend.
Thank you very much, Alex. I'd just like to say thank you very much to the ROTAX community, because they have been incredible for me in my inaugural year. They really have been nothing but supported, both Jag ROTAX in the UK here, yourself, Alex, and indeed, obviously, all the team over at BRP ROTAX as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, John. So there we go, John Vigor for Club 100. If you want a Rive and Drive, get this, man. And I'm going to, with Club 100, customer is clearly king.